In my aesthetic, I talk about natural luxury. It's taking a very simple thing and finding what's beautiful about it. Everything has a natural luxury to it. Whatever its texture, its light, its color. We just want to bring that out in a kind of a pure way and emphasizing that with the lighting. I came to New York from Savannah College of Art and Design. Really came to New York and wanted to be a fashion photographer. Very soon after I got here, I found out I really didn't want to be a fashion photographer. And it really wasn't the crazy lifestyle or what was going on. It was more about the details in the set and what was going on in the background. And that attention to detail just really, is what brought me in. As a still life photographer, whatever your product is, if it's something specific that you have reminiscent memories of, if it's something that just begged for morning, I wanted to be able to create that morning light. And, everything deriving from the sun, and not having it in the studio, I had to figure out a way to build those items. I wanted to recreate these beautiful suns that were coming up, or a rainy day sitting on the porch of my grandparents' house on the beach. And it was really that attention to detail and that obsession with it that just made me kind of, play in different ways and see, how can I get that feeling back? Today we're here to shoot a chocolate cake recipe, and it's one of those things that if you can master well, you can put to use in a few different ways, and it's something that would impress people around you with putting a little bit of effort into it. With my wife Susan and I working together on House of Brinson, it's kind of a fun relationship. During the day, she's a design director for a branding and design firm, and I'm a photographer. So in a sense, she's almost on the client side for me. And between the both of us, we can spitball concepts back and forth, see what's working, what's not. It's almost like having like a private client in my house that I kind of get to pick their brain. And then she also, on the other hand, gets to see her visions come out in reality through my photography. Some of the clients that I've worked for, Martha Stewart Living, Real Simple, Food and Wine, the Mars Corporation, I try to bounce back between, the editorial and the advertising because one really does keep fueling the other. Being so into food, it really helps me push boundaries with clients. Once they know how much I'm really involved in something I'm shooting, it makes them feel much more comfortable. Sometimes with the knife tattoos or a nice bouquet garni on your arm is a little easy entryway into letting them know this, but it allows me to talk to clients on a much more educated level. I really love to think about, these different times a day and how can I achieve that. And so in my lighting, I use a lot of plexi and a lot of white and black cards to kind of take away light or add a little bit of light here and there. By taking the reflectors and just having them skim plexi here and there, just allows you just a sliver of light just in the right spots. And bringing in the black cards, can do anything from taking you to that first break at dawn in the morning to even like a 2 o'clock where kind of like a hazy light, kind of comes about. Just allows me to build that time of day. When I'm building my light, I really like it to be emotional. I want it to be in a way that, some sort of memory for me. I want it to feel like not such a controlled space, not that it's so tabletop. I really like to go for the darker, moodier, just more intense, lighting situations. I love to have those bright highlights, but even the deepest, darkest spots in the photograph, I want them to have a little bit of texture and be readable, but have that mood there that you almost want to fall into, and it feels so textural no matter what part of the situation you're in.